before I talk about it, but she's starting her investigations into what are the effects of apology. If somebody's apologized, and by the way, if you've ever been in an accident, if it's your fault, your insurance company immediately will say, don't apologize, that's taking responsibility, you're gonna get hammered in court. She said, what if we apologize and don't go to court? The insurance company might still pay if we stay out of court. Are there health benefits to not going to court? And the data show that there are health benefits to not going to court. And so she's investigating questions of apology and staying out of court, maybe for everybody's mental health. And of course, remember, who pays to run the court system? We do. And this is a way that we can all win, like this. But then someone steps up and says, I did something wrong, and I wish that I hadn't. As an example, and this comes from Carol Tavris again, of maybe the way we should handle doing something bad. It comes from D-Day. Eisenhower, before D-Day, wrote, pre-drafted a letter. He folded it up, put it in his shirt pocket. He wrote a letter of what would happen, of explanation if D-Day failed. If the invasion at Normandy failed, he wrote a statement about that before they went in. And it showed up because he put it in his shirt pocket. He didn't have to use it, and that's just grand. But an orderly found it and saved it. And he makes a statement about the troops had to be withdrawn. They did everything they could, everything we could ask of humans in bravery and dedication. And the errors are mine. And he said the troops had to be withdrawn. And then he crosses it out on the page and he said, I decided to withdraw the troops. And he took responsibility for that. And acknowledged that even though he tried something, if it failed, he would change his mind and retreat and then take responsibility. Not say, well, it was a good idea anyway. We just needed to do it better. Somebody recently said about Vietnam, the problem about the U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War was that we just didn't stay longer. That was the problem. We were there. It was justified because we were there. We needed to go longer and more. And now here's Eisenhower taking a very different tack of instead of going more, it's I decided to withdraw the troops. It's mine. I acknowledge it. I apologize. I move on. And I'm still okay, though I wish I had not done that way. This is where we can get ourselves out of this. So we can see it at a personal level as well as the systems. Okay. One other question here.
Beliefs and behaviors do shape others' beliefs and behaviors. Can you expand on that?
Absolutely. This is one piece of a very large system of social influence. The larger system is what I talked about when I was here about a decade ago, so the last time we had a conference like this. Talked about the system in general and many, many different avenues of social influence. There's a lot of good stuff to be discussed here. We learn a lot from our parents. Look what we face. I can either believe that my parents, the gang members, are bad people who do bad things. But, you know, I love my mom and my dad. I think they're good people. I think they do good things. Because I believe they're good people, what they do must be good. And then I grow up with that, and I learn and watch. You've seen the bumper sticker, yes? This applies to cults, gangs, and hate groups, or destructive groups, gangs, and hate groups. It says mean people make little mean people. Remember, the little kids are recording devices on feet. They learn, and this is one of the ways they learn. And of course, when they face that dissonance. Wow, it looked like my father really hurt that person, but my dad's good. Therefore, if my dad does it, it must be good. So what do I do when I grow up?